Brandon Beane knocking this draft out of the park. So many players brought in here that can contribute day one to get those memorable moments on the field, to get that experience and ultimately develop into the players that we ultimately want. You know, don't forget Matt Milano. A lot of these players drafted in later rounds. Taron Johnson in a later round. Milano, I believe, was a 5th round pick. Taron Johnson, a 3rd round pick or 4th round pick. And we ultimately develop them into superstars in the NFL. The Bills start the draft by trading back twice for Keon, Coleman, accumulating further picks, finding a 1st-round talent in the start of the 2nd round. Keon Coleman fits exactly what the Buffalo Bills want. And I know a lot of people are upset that we got out of that spot and gave up Xavier Worthy to the Kansas City Chiefs and all the speed that he has. But let's not forget, Kansas City and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, like, they're used to Tyreek Hill. Like, they know how to implement a speed demon type wide receiver. Plus, you consider the Buffalo Bills bringing in Curtis Samuel this offseason. Curtis Samuel, although not as fast as a 4.21 40, ran a very fast 40 time at 4.3 coming out. Like, Curtis Samuel definitely has a lot of speed at that wide receiver position. And then you consider losing out on Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis and really the deficiencies that we saw there last year, not being on the same page as Josh Allen, especially Gabe Davis. After all the years that they've spent together, Gabe Davis and Josh Allen still were miscommunicating for whatever reason that is. And Stephon Diggs with that crucial drop at the very end of the year, not being able to high point that football, not being able to catch the hard throw from Josh Allen. And I think that's something that Josh Allen really needs to develop in his throwing, right? And I think he is more of a straight line thrower. Like, he doesn't arc his passes, especially on the deep ball. I think he would much rather just use his arm strength and let it rip and throw it. And especially when that ball is thrown deep, like, you really need strong hands. You really need to be a tall, physical wide receiver to go up there and body guys out. That's exactly what Keon Coleman is going to bring to the Bills, especially with his basketball experience, being able to high point that ball, having grip strength, and he's fast enough. You know, Ryan Talbot of the Buffalo Shout podcast there really broke down the top 10 wide receivers in all of their 40 times, and majority of them are around the 4.5 40 time when they came out in college. So Keon Coleman is definitely going to be a good fit. And then you take a look at some other guys here, like Cole Bishop. I think he is going to be a versatile player. Playing on both sides, or playing at the line of scrimmage, playing back, being just a matchup problem, dominating Dalton Kincaid as teammates, and Dalton Kincaid openly admitting that. So it just goes to show you his ultimate skill set. Dwayne Carter is going to be great for the Bills to step in. He's short, 6'2", 300 pounds, and stocky. And I absolutely love what is happening here. Our running back, too, the Bills start the next day at running back, Ray Davis. You know, for me, you look at him, he is the agility. He's got that jackrabbit knife ability like Devin Singletary. Like, honestly, his running style really reminds me of Devin Singletary. But Devin Singletary, 5'7", hardly 200 pounds. Ray Davis, 5'8", 227 pounds. I mean, he's shorter. He's short and stockier than Devin Singletary, but he's got the same exact speed, maybe a little bit faster overall. And I honestly think maybe more quick, acceleration-wise, and also more agile than Devin Singletary. So he's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster. I mean, I just love what the Buffalo Bills did here, even after the draft, bringing in Frank Gore Jr. I mean, Frank Gore, his father, knows what Buffalo's all about. Got to actually train in the state-of-the-art training facility that we built here a few years ago at $18 million. Frank Gore Jr. is definitely going to come here to the Bills, be able to contribute. Like, there's no doubt in my mind he's gonna work out in this NFL. And Frank Gore, I mean, he just exemplified hard work and dedication, and I'm absolutely loving that. You take a look at Solomon and the linebacker that we brought in. I mean, every single position that we brought in, 2 tackles, it's just excellent. The Bills literally filled every single positional need, but also found an extremely great value during every single draft pick. We didn't stretch by any means for any player. If anything, we traded back multiple times to accumulate more picks and still got the player that we ultimately wanted. I absolutely love Brandon Beane. I love this draft. I think all these players are going to come in and contribute and compete. That's what this is all about. And I know we've been saying it. Brandon Beane openly admitting that this is a transitional year for the Buffalo Bills. But again, you have to couple that with all the players and all the young talent on this team developing. From Josh Allen, from Khalil Shakir, to Dalton Kincaid, to Osiris Torrance. I mean, all these players are trending up for the Buffalo Bills. Even Ed Oliver, AJ Epinesa, Terrell Bernard, everyone. We're going to get Matt Milano back. We didn't have Matt Milano basically last year. The safeties that we have, we're deeper at safety with Cam Lewis, Damar Hamlin, Cole Bishop, Edwards too, right? And I just love it. I love it. Taylor Rapp, the depth and the talent that we have on this team is preparing us for the future of the Buffalo Bills. And if Brandon Beane can do it once before, we could find these hidden gems late in the draft, get them playing experience, get them developed, get them up to speed. The Buffalo Bills trajectory right now is sky freaking high. We found our franchise quarterback in Josh Allen. He's progressed to the point now where we can get away with kind of purging some of the veteran talent on this team and saving money, allocating it at other positions, and just kind of spreading that all throughout the team to ultimately make us a lot better. But again, Brandon Beane nailed this freaking draft out of the park, bringing in all these hidden gems, all of this talent. I want to hear from you. What player is your favorite out of this draft? What players do you think are going to excel and contribute? I mean, we drafted a center, 2 tackles, all versatile type players, even Dwayne Carter playing every single spot on the defensive line. The versatility that we brought in here, maybe if one of these tackles don't work out at tackle, we bump him in at guard. Maybe if the center that we just drafted doesn't work out at center, or there's an injury at guard, he can bump out to guard because of his versatility. It's about having versatility. It's about having players contribute on special teams, but it's also about finding the players with the right skill sets that would benefit us most for the future. But I appreciate you all so much. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like, subscribe. Check the link in the description below to Course Careers. They're offering free introduction courses to land a high-paying remote tech job. But I appreciate you. Drop your comments below and hit like and subscribe. Check you guys soon. Go Bills. Bye.